All right, fall is here, and before you know it, yeah, snow's going to be on the ground. Time to think about keeping our feathered friends warm and well-fed. Do you have a birdhouse? Do you put food out for them? Well, whether you're already a bird watcher or you want to get started, we've got some tips for shelters and feeders, and our pal John Schaust of Wild Birds Unlimited is here with some helpful suggestions if you want to get some feathered friends in your backyard. And this is kind of an important transitional time for these guys.
Absolutely, Ray. We've got the birds that are up north in the summertime are starting to come back to Indiana to spend, believe it or not, they believe this is the Caribbean. They are spending the winter here in Indiana.
They come here to spend their winter months.
White-throated sparrows and juncos and a lot of different birds literally come here and spend the winter.
You're throwing out names I don't think I've ever heard of.
Yeah, well, they're really beautiful birds is the key thing.
Okay, so talk to me about the best ways that you think of to attract these birds, and what kinds of colors are we going to see as a result?
Right. Well, the reality is food is everything. They're getting ready to set up a winter territory. They're coming back. As long as there's really good food for them, that makes a big hit with them. So foods that have a lot of high-fat foods in them, seeds in them, like sunflower, peanuts, things along that line are really, really important to these birds. Having kind of a foundational feeder in your yard, either a hopper feeder like this one or a seed tube feeder.
This is a hopper feeder?
Hopper feeder, yeah. It basically has a big hopper that you put the seed in. Holds a lot of seed. So you don't have to go out and fill it every single day.
Does this one keep the squirrels out?
We can make it keep the squirrels out if you'd like.
How do you make that?
Well, we put it on a pole system with a baffle, and yeah, there's ways to do that, believe it or not.
And of course,
tube feeder.
The tube feeder, everybody knows that one.
One of these is your foundation with a good food, a good blend of seed. Will really go a long way.
I like this this big towering bird feeder that you have for us.
Yeah, this is kind of fun. We've got a couple of peanut feeders. We have peanuts still in the shell, and then we have peanuts out of the shell. Peanuts are really high fat, high protein, great food for the birds. I love it. A lot of birds cache food. Blue jays right now are going crazy, and they love these things, and they'll come in, grab 3 or 4 of them, fly away, bury them in the ground somewhere about even up to 2 miles away.
Wait a minute. Blue jays bury stuff like squirrels?
Literally cache these squirrels, just like a squirrel, yeah.
Okay.
So these are really a fun feeder to put out with these.
So if you were to, say, round this out with a fourth, would you do that? Would you put all different sorts of foods to attract the different birds here?
Absolutely. I would have kind of a foundation and a blend. I would have suet. Absolutely, suet is another great winter food. These are suet cakes that you can put in a feeder, high fat content. I would have this, and my last but not least would be this one over here, and that's
thistle?
Our thistle or Niger. The goldfinches and the house finches and things like that love that seed. So I would have those if I was going all out to attract every bird.
How long have you been involved in bird watching, and what is it about it that makes you so excited?
Well, it is. It's like these juncos. They call them the snowbirds because they're gray on the back and white on the belly. They come back this time every year, and they come back to the same place. So those birds may be the same birds that were at your feeders last winter. It is really true. And so the bottom line is, it's very cool. It's kind of like old friends coming by to spend the winter with you. And it's just, and the colorful, the white-throated sparrow I mentioned earlier, beautiful yellow spots above its bill, black and white striping on its head, big, beautiful white throat. Gorgeous. That's not the sparrow you would normally think.
John,
it's gorgeous.
I'm getting a picture of you putting a little tag on a sparrow's legs.
I am
recognize
a bird bander. I am a licensed.
You are? Okay.
I can do that.
But now, can you do that with a sparrow?
Absolutely.
Interesting. No, I love it. I think it's a peaceful way to kind of enjoy where we live. Indiana is a great home. Thanks, John. Great to see you.
My pleasure.
Appreciate the ideas. Check John out at Wild Birds Unlimited anytime you want. At fox59.com, we've got a special section for this guy and all his feathered friends in the links section.